Hey guys, what's up? So I've just completed the hour of code with this year's new Moana hour of code, and wanted to kind of give you a quick preview of what you have to look forward to with your students coming up. All right, so hour of code starts right here at code.org. To get there, you just type in code.org into your web browser and get there. So the first little thing that will pop up will ask you about Moana and let you get started, and they'll take you to a page that looks something like this. Now, this year's hour of code comes from this new Disney movie, and if you haven't seen it, it's not a big deal. You could still do the activity with the students. So, what I would like for you to really do as a teacher is to think about making sure you go through the toolkit. So, scroll down just a little bit. There's all these other videos that you can incorporate into your hour of code, but check out this link right here, this toolkit, and then it looks something like this. You have your Disney hour of code digital toolkit, and this is like a 35-page, 47-page uh, idea of stuff. So there's a lot of things in here, like what you're actually going to be learning. How to set up an hour of code, how to organize an event. There's a couple of things I thought would be really interesting. I'm going to scroll to the very, very bottom. Number one is once you get down to a few of the levels, you might have a little bit of trouble with actually coding yourself if you're brand new to code. So you'll notice that they have solutions in here for you, so you know what those code sets are. I got to tell you, after I finished the hour of code, really runs through three different sections. The first couple of levels are really about movement and moving around, like taking Moana and Maui and moving them through the ocean to get to the right spot. So they were very sequence oriented. The next levels were all about loops, and instead of having to write the go forward every time, you could loop it, so you wouldn't have to put so many blocks in there. Kind of like you see here, these guys are repeating a lot. So if we hit run, they're going to run through those loops and do those turns right at three times, and then go to the next command. So it was all about repeats. And then where it really got kind of tricky for me, honestly, was conditionals. Because being used to do while loops and if else and things like that, then nesting them kind of got a little bit complicated for me. But I tell you what, it was super fun, and I learned a lot using those conditionals in combination. So the last couple of sets got through. It was really, really fun, super, super awesome. So that's your goal in the hour of code, is to get through the levels with your students. So there's a couple of things I wanted to kind of talk to you about. This looked like, hey, I got a certificate. You could repeat this, and at the end, this is what happens. You get an open game where you can make the little coconut guys dance, make their own warrior dance, however you'd like to. At the end, you can get a certificate. Now, the students will see this link, and you'll see that they get an hour of code certificate. It's also found at the very, very bottom of that toolkit right here. So if you scroll down to the very last one, so if you wanted to print that last page, it's in here somewhere. I've seen it. Um, so if you want to print that last page and have those ready for the kids, that's fine. All right. So one of the things that I would recommend to you on this year's hour of code is a little bit different. It actually goes through movements, those loops, and the conditionals. Um, if you think this might be a little bit high, maybe for your third, fourth graders, it might be a little bit higher level. They might not be ready for the nesting, the conditionals, and loops at the same time. There are some other games that were kind of cool too that they could always go to. So on the Hour of Code page, you could find those, and they are underneath the Learn link, which will take you right there and find other hour of code. So hour of code is basically the starter sets if you want to. I remember last year's Star Wars set was really, really fun. So you can scroll through and you can see those. And the Star Wars one, it actually lets you play a game at the end. Another popular one is the Anna and Elsa Snowflake drawing game. It's more of a drawing game. So those might be a little bit more suited for your students. I found the angles in Elsie and Anna uh, took a little bit higher level thinking for me, because I had to go back and remember all my rads and tangents, and no, none of that stuff. I just had to remember the angle is 18 degrees or 45 or whatever it needed to be to make the snowflake, and then repeat after a loop. One thing I will say, criticism on the Moana game is last year on the Star Wars game, you get to build a game at the end that then students can then play themselves, which was really, really fun. And this year, the ending result, the Easter egg, I guess, would be you get to make the coconuts dance, which is cool, but it's not as fun as reiterating over your own game and making it more and more. It's really just kind of watching the coconuts dance. So that's my quick review. I hope this helps. You can go through and know that you can go through any of these levels that you want just by clicking on the stars, and you can go try them out. I highly suggest that you run through the entire hour of code yourself. It took me about 24 minutes to get through each lesson and do them properly. So there you go. I hope this helps. Thank you, Hour of Code, for making this. Thank you, Disney, for incorporating everything together. And here's looking at you. Have fun with your kids in Hour of Code.